Look at this. Isn't this cute? This is my little granddaughter's purse here. She just loves it. She won't put it down. It's got everything she needs. Keys, cell phone, lipstick, powder compact, and an airplane. You know, I went to take the airplane out and put it with her other toys, and she said, no, Grandma, that belongs in my purse. And I said, why? Why do you have an airplane in your purse, honey? And she said, well, in case I'm somewhere and I want to fly away, I know it's there. Even if it's pretend, I get to fly away. Everybody, thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi today. I am doing favorites, and I think it's going to be so much fun. And how was your week? Oh my goodness, I hope your week was better than mine. You know, I was watching TV and I saw this amazing chef, and he had this beautiful knife and he was stabbing an avocado pit, you know, how you get it out of the avocado cleanly. And I thought, I can do that. No, I can't. And I missed the pit when I took my knife and I sliced my finger. Had to go to the ER and get stitches. Anyway, but I do like avocados. I eat them every day. But anyway, today I'm doing favorites, and there are some things I'm showing you from HSN, and you know, I really don't do sponsored videos anymore, but I do work with HSN and QVC. Why? Well, because I love them and I buy from them, so I know firsthand, you know, what customer service is like and what the products are like. And I know if I don't like something, I can send it back. And I'm in love with some of the hosts too. When I was getting a divorce, you know, and I couldn't sleep, and it'd be 4 o'clock in the morning, there would be like Jane selling It Cosmetics. I love her. Anyway, so I want to show you a pretty dress. I want to show you some brand new makeup by Too Faced. But I also want to show you some products that are kind of life-changing. I know that sounds dramatic, but it's true. They really are life-changing. So I can't wait to do that. And then I have a serum that I have been using for a little over 6 weeks, and the results have been amazing, just amazing. So I want to share that serum with you too. So I'm so happy you're here. Let's do favorites. This is my new Wi-Fi frame. And it's by Kodak, and it's on sale right now at HSN. Well, I knew a long time ago that there were Wi-Fi frames, but I thought, oh, that's too complicated. I can't figure that out. I just don't get it. Anyway, Hal and I set it up together because, well, there was a few things I didn't understand about it, and I wish somebody would have told me about it. And that is just 2 things. Know your Wi-Fi password when you first plug it in. And then realize that when Kodak has your email address, they're going to send you your frame's own email address. I didn't know that. So in other words, this beautiful frame that I have here, I get up in the morning and I think I know all the pictures that I have loaded on there, but because my son knows my frame's email address, I wake up to new pictures every single day. And I've given the frame's email address out to a bunch of friends. And so every day I wake up with new fun pictures. So it's a game changer. And anyway, I'll show you a close-up of the frame and maybe you'll see why I love it so much. I can't tell you how much my Wi-Fi picture frame has changed my life. It just, when I get up in the morning, I never know who has sent me a new picture, and it's always a surprise, and it's so funny. There's Hal. But I just love it. It's just so easy. All you have to remember is that your frame has its own email. And then there's Hal. You know why there's so many pictures of Hal? Because he has my frame's email address. Oh, there's the first night with Desi. I want to show you this dress so badly. I filmed me modeling it for you, but it is so pretty. I got this off of HSN, and this is by Antthony, and it is so pretty. The material is just so beautiful. It's a beautiful floral design. It has a modesty slip underneath, so you don't have to worry about somebody seeing through your dress. But don't faint. I have a date next week, and we're going to an outside concert. And I thought I would wear some nice, maybe black boots with this. And I don't know, it just looks so dreamy. And I don't know, I just kind of saw myself, in the backyard tending to my plants in this beautiful dress that I had. All right, I'll stop. But not just this dress. There is a sundress that I showed you last year from HSN, and you loved it. You bought it up, and so did I, and we paid $79 for the dress, but it's marked down to $29. So I want to show you what that beautiful sundress looked like. So many of you voted for me to wear that to a wedding I went to last summer. So both of these dresses are available on HSN, and I don't know, I just love them. So much fun this week playing with the new palettes from Too Faced. And one is a cool palette, this one here. And then there's a warm palette, and it comes with eye insurance. This is their primer. This is like a $29 primer, and you get it free when you get the eyeshadow. It's so cool. I'll link it below. But I have not used a cool look to my eyes in years and years. And, I don't like putting pictures of myself on Instagram. I just feel weird about that. The glamour shots, But I did this week because, the color was so unusual, and I've never worn that color. Well, I have probably, but probably not in a decade. I have been loving the new Born This Way eyeshadows. They have two new palettes. There's only 5 shadows in each palette, but that's all you need, right? Do you remember the Kat Von D palette years and years ago that everybody loved and that they discontinued? What is it? Shadows and Light? Oh, it was just an amazing palette with 3 different sections, and it was just beautiful. Anyway, long story short, too late. Well, one is cool and one is warm, and yet the shades are so reminiscent of that palette by Kat Von D. But there is kind of a glitter shimmer in this, but it's not bad. Anyway, I played around with it, and I got kind of a cool tone eyeshadow look. this handbag. This handbag, to me, is so elegant, and when I put this strap around my neck, it almost looks like a necklace, like jewelry. You know, I don't know a lot about handbags, but I did have someone tell me that this is reminiscent of a Chanel bag. So I don't know about that. I just love quilted bags, and this is my third one. I have them in all different sizes, but I just love. I got this off of Amazon for under $30, and I just had to mention it because I just think it just looks so elegant in the winter or in the summer. It doesn't matter. I think this bag is a winner because I was out to a restaurant last week and I had a compliment on it, and that really doesn't ever happen to me. So. But I do think that it's probably a knockoff of another bag. I'm just not quite sure what bag, but I love it. Tell you how much I love my new KitchenAid. Yes, there I said it. I said KitchenAid. If you want to call me a fat grandma, that's fine. But I love to bake. I have collected all these cookbooks over the years, and there's so many things, so many recipes that I absolutely can't create because it would just break my wrist and my hand to keep stirring and stirring. So I got a KitchenAid. It was on sale off of HSN. I'm in love. I'm so in love with it. There are a gazillion different attachments I can get for it. One of the things I love to do is bake fruit bread, banana bread, raisin bread. I love pumpkin bread and yam bread. And when Hal was here visiting last week, we made up a couple loaves of pumpkin bread. And when I thought of a KitchenAid, I thought, oh, just for baking, right? But no, I'm having some people over for lunch next week. It's not fancy at all, but I want to do a great big batch of chicken salad, Southern chicken salad, the kind you put, hard-boiled eggs in and some grapes and walnuts and, all the bells and whistles. Anyway, I can cook my chicken and then let it cool and then throw it into the KitchenAid, and it will actually, the attachment will shred my chicken for me for my chicken salad. And it's like, that never even occurred to me. I mean, I know years ago when I had a catering business, I had a great big monster mixer. You could put a person in there. I would have liked to have put a person in there. I had no idea, now that I have my KitchenAid, if I buy the right attachment, I can make ice cream. I can do pasta. There's 1,000 things that I can do. And I had no idea, when you live alone, well, you want to make things a little special for yourself. You want to have a nice dinner. And this just makes it easy. I can make big batches of things now. I just love it. Okay, it's a game changer. It's a game changer for me. Let me show you. I was just baking up some bread and I was having a wonderful time with Hal. This is wonderful. I am baking my pumpkin bread. I've got everything ready, and oh my goodness, I don't have to break my wrist. There's all these wonderful recipes in my cookbooks I haven't really been able to do. I don't have the strength in my hands that I used to have, so. Oh, my mixer is so beautiful and it's on sale. Look at this bowl, it locks into place. I have 10 speeds. It's so easy to clean, and when I think about some of these big batches of food that I can make, I'm so thrilled with it. Hal, what do you think of the bread? Is it any good? Did you like it? Yeah?
Beautiful.
so excited to share this new serum that I have been using with you. And, you know, I am very hard to impress when it comes to serums or foundations or facial tools that I don't use. I just think it's just a way for somebody to get our money, frankly. So I started using, this is the new Bafita by TW, and I don't know what the TW stands for. But I saw it, and people were pushing it, like on TikTok, saying that it was a dupe for Genevieve. Well, I always love Genevieve, but I don't have $300 to spend on a serum. I just don't. But when they said that, well, Genevieve is 33% Bifida, which basically tackles brightness and firmness, and this is 88%. So 33%, so this sounded pretty good. Could it really work? People were saying it was working. It was doing amazing things. So I ordered it. I fell for it. I ordered it off of Amazon. After about 10 days, I saw a real change in my skin. And I think only ladies will understand this, but you know, I'm standing in my bathroom and the light is hitting my forehead and it's shiny. Only a good shiny, like a real shine from within, a glow. And that's what I've always wanted from my skin and don't always get. So I thought, oh my goodness, I need one for the bathroom down here and one for the bathroom upstairs. I have never felt that way about anything I've ever used except pumpkin seed oil. I use about 3 drops of this particular ampoule. And it doesn't sink in right away. You have to sort of just let it be. And then after a couple minutes, my skin has just taken it all in. And then, 10 minutes later, I put the rest of my products on. But no fragrance, no stickiness. I'm really anxious to see what some of my progress is going to be when I've been using this, like maybe 6 months down the road. And I do know that everybody is hopping on this train right now, and dermatologists have recommended it. And, I understand that, but 9 times out of 10, it's just hype. But this time, this is something really special. At almost 70 years old, I have a lot of texture in my skin. And because my face isn't as firm as it used to be, some of, maybe you have some scarring, and that kind of becomes exaggerated as we get older. So I'm just thrilled with it. I'm grateful that I'm this age. I'm very grateful to live every day. But there are times where I feel I've lost my boldness, my confidence at times. And this is something that I need to work on. And I've thought about it. And this last year I've spent a lot of time with my 4-year-old granddaughter. And she's very bold. She knows what she wants, and she's just so strong. And if someone raises their voice to her, she doesn't cower. She's like, well, what would you like me to do? I mean, she's bold, and she's beautiful, and she's smart. And she has such an amazing life ahead of her. She's going to go places. But it's made me think back about how I felt at that age, and I wasn't bold. I was terribly shy. And I was told that young ladies don't raise their voice and young ladies don't give their opinions. And, you have to be quiet and respectful. Know your place. And that was how I grew up. I had a hard time conforming to that. This week when I had to go to the ER to have my fingers stitched up, there was a handsome doctor that came in, and he was pretty abrupt, and that's okay. He doesn't have to be nice to me, but he was efficient, and there was a nurse there, and she was very sweet and very beautiful. And he really had, well, he had eyes for her, and it was really cute. And I was to have this like salve to put on the wound when I changed the dressing. And so I had all my discharge papers, and I was getting ready to leave the hospital, and yet I realized I didn't have the salve that I was supposed to have. And I turned around and I saw the desk, and he was just flirting away with this nurse, and she was laughing, and suddenly it felt like I was 10 years old again. I felt like I don't want to bother him. Who am I? I mean, those are irrational thoughts, but it was just a feeling. And feelings are all right to have and to explore. So I just thought, okay, I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to walk. I'll get some ointment at the drugstore. And then I thought, wait, what would Quinn do? What would my granddaughter do? So I went over and I said, oh, by the way, and he was like, I'm so sorry here, and he had it all ready for me, but I'm driving home from the ER and I have all these thoughts in my head, like, why did I feel that way? Are you kidding me? I'm almost 70 years old, and I couldn't say, hey, doctor, you forgot something, I was like, I thought, meek? I'm not meek. What's wrong with me? Where did my boldness go? Why was I suddenly flashing back, when I was just an insecure little girl? And I just kind of put it together that it's kind of like right now at this age, I'm growing up again, only in a different era in my life, a different time in my life. And that I have to get used to some things that I haven't fully adjusted. And that felt good. It felt good to give myself permission to feel lots of different things, that I don't always have to be confident and bold, and that I can have a little airplane in my purse. So sometimes when I feel I want to fly away, I can. Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. I hope you liked the favorites, and if you get a chance down below, could you maybe share how you doing this spring? How are things going for you? Please have yourself a wonderful, happy, safe new week, and when you're done with your week, come back and see me and Desi, okay? All right, it's a deal. We'll be here.